Not today, pal. Not today.
What I wanted to ask you is, a lot of the comedians that have been in here, they talk about going on the road and stuff, and they basically talk about how they have to leave their wives or whatever for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So if you knew Cutter was going away for 2 weeks or that, like, what do you do the night before? Do you do something special for Cutter?
We'll for sure have sex.
But it's just a regular, or are you like, I want him to remember when he's out there?
I mean, that's not a worry anymore.
Not a worry, but something
meaning,
nice to do. Not that doesn't have to come from fear. It could just come from like, oh, I love you and you're leaving. I'd like to do something nice.
I want to say that I would make it special, but in reality, no. Because I think when you're with somebody for so long.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Because I rarely...
I really want to say that I would have like turned it out, and I just know I wouldn't have.
I rarely see you do that, which is like, I see you always want to be like, no, I would do something nice. But to actually go like, I know it. Because you do that a lot with like saying you'll go to stuff. Like you're like, yeah, that sounds great. And I'm like, I tell people, I'm like, she's not going. Like will not. I remember like, we did our other podcast with Cassim. And he's like, yeah, my brother's getting married in Palm Springs. And you were like, yeah, I was like, I go, Cass.
I would have gone to that.
Jamie. Come on,
I don't
Jamie.
think I was invited.
Yeah, exactly. No, listen.
I blame Cutter. I would never miss a wedding.
I've told people many a time, I just go, she's not.
When it would come to like going out and stuff, for sure.
You're just a
I mean it when I say it.
Oh, of course. And that's the thing. It's always the intention. That's why I thought you would say now, like, I would do something like that. But then at 9 p.m., you'd be like, oh yeah, he's leaving tomorrow. Like, yeah, just come fuck me. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Right.
It would not. I probably would have made a nice dinner. I used to be, so Cutter and I used to be long distance all the time. And so I used to like, I remember I got him an iPod. Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
For music? iPods?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm
iPod.
right?
iPod Nano.
No, are you making fun of me or that's what they were really called?
That's what they were called.
Oh, okay.
iPod Nano, because it's iPad, iPod, yeah.
And I would put like our songs on it, or songs that I knew he liked, or songs that we both like listening to, and I would like leave it on his pillow with a note. I used to do really nice things when we first started dating for long distance. I actually have an entire book of cards that Cutter and I would give each other before we would leave each other every time.
And speaking of making a nice dinner,
Crockpot update.
I had a crockpot. You made maybe the best all time that we had.
Oh, wow.
That Sunday dinner was during football was fucking, maybe for the first time in, I can't even think, like years. I woke up the next day full.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no leftovers.
Oh, you were like, you want to take this home? I was like, it's liquid.
Yeah.
You were like, I put 3 pounds of beef in here.
I froze it, and when I defrosted it and had some recently, there was a ton of meat in there.
No.
It just had broken up.
Yeah,
so
it had
much.
to be but like any pea, that shit was so...
I made a stew.
Jamie Lee made a stew for us for football Sunday. It was fucking awesome.
I'll
the
make it
salad,
again for you.
rice, it was... But yeah, I woke up the next day and I was like, I'm full. Like I went to the gym that day. My belly was like in the way. I was like, damn, that was a lot of... We really put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, it
Amazing
was just one
Sunday.
of those good meals. Yeah.
Yeah. So Cutter's weekly Instagram, he has been demanding that I show this one. This is his favorite all time. I don't know if you know about this guy but he sings this. He sends me voice notes of him singing this nonstop.
Cutter sends you voice notes of him.
Yeah. So it says up top, the mosquito that just bit me getting hit simultaneously with 50 milligrams of nicotine, a Ritalin, and 500 milligrams of caffeine.
That's what's flowing through his blood at all times.
Play it one more time. Look at this guy's face, Jamie. Watch. This is Jamie. Cutter sends me this all the time. And then he'll sing a voice note because the words in it go, I'm useless. Or he goes, it's useless, but he's like, I'm useless. And he sends me these fucking voice notes.
You
and I'm just
get
laughing.
a whole other side of my husband that
my
I
God.
don't get.
He'll send me like him pitching from the Little League field and be like, it's you. And he's like, I got 4 zins in right now, like pitching to a bunch of 6-year-olds.
He is his dad more than I think
and
he
he's
is.
like asking, he's like, what's going on in the game? Because I'm at home watching the game. Oh my God, we
wow.
laugh
What an
so fucking much. So
Wow.
I know you don't necessarily like ASMR, but like I said, I want to find
No, I don't like it at all.
But I want to find, my goal is to find because there's so much different ASMR out there. There's got to be something you like. And what I really want to do is get an ASMR person in here with those ears and try all the different stuff here. And Zolo, can you work on that, please? We'd like to get an ASMR artist
Yeah.
in
totally.
here to try all the different stuff because they have so many different things. They have like,
Don't ruin it. You got me a monkey. Don't ruin it by making me
but it
upset.
can't all be, you know what I mean? It can't all be dreams. And sometimes we gotta,
I don't want to be rude to somebody on air.
that's all I want.
This is why you're
Is
doing
for
this.
you to be
want
rude
see
to
me
somebody.
be
I want
actually
you
rude.
to kick her out.
Wow.
Yeah.
It might happen.
So can you show this week's ASMR? Jamie, I think
want you
you'll
to
like.
sit back and relax while you listen to the sound of my farts. Let the sound of my farts send tingles throughout your whole body.
It's good.
Did you like the sound of that one?
I did.
Did it make you feel warm?
Tell
and
me how
fuzzy
many
did.
inside?
fucking views are
I
on
have
that
another
bullshit.
one for you.
Here's
Listen
another
to
one for
this.
you. Here, listen to this. Well,
These,
thank you.
These sound authentic. These sound like homegrown farts because
Yeah.
they're not good.
These are lady farts. Oh, wow, that was very.
See, that one sounded.
Don't my farts make you so happy?
They do.
I know they make me happy. I actually love the smell of my farts.
Yeah, I bet I would too.
Sometimes I play video games on my laptop.
Don't
just
like that.
farting for hours, and I love smelling
She's
every
speaking to her
single one of them.
demographic.
Yeah, I don't like
I
that.
usually waft my own farts up to my face.
Oh,
just so
wow.
I can smell them better.
She went too
How
far.
long are we gonna play this
She's
for?
gone too far.
I didn't know
Closer
this.
because I have another fart coming.
How long is this?
You got like 30 more seconds.
She was trying to talk to us and was like, I have to stop talking because I have another fart. It's
Yeah.
really coming out. I didn't know that this was. I only listened to
Your
the first like
face
20
down here
seconds of
by
this.
My ass. I'm gonna waft the smell right into your face. You like it, don't you? I know I love it too.
I was more into it
It's
in the
so
beginning.
much fun smelling my farts. I'm so glad that we can enjoy it together.
You can really
think
make
that's a
money
guy?
doing anything, can't you?
Oh my god! I don't know about this one. How many views it has? There's ones that have 15 million views, and it's
so
just
there's
somebody
like a
being
group
like.
of people like getting off on that.
There's the whole gamut. There's people who like it just calms them down. There's people who whatever, but then there's people like I'm sure the farting. Like yeah, of course there's people who.
Imagine like somebody's like ready before like a big presentation, right? Or like their big TED talk, and you see them have like football player like walking to the game. You're like, man, I wonder what kind of jams they're listening to. And mind you, it's like this chick being like, don't you love the smell of my farts?
Yeah, that's all I wanted. I wanted to get you saying that so that we could have it for future. Let's see, what do we got?
I had a feeling that's what you were fishing
me see.
for.
Farting thing.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
yeah,
My farts don't stink.
Oh, you're not like
That's
this
true.
girl. This girl was saying her farts really stink and that we'd like it.
yeah.
Yeah. What? Let me see.
Keep me loose.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's in.
And that makes me fart like as I walk.
This Jamie, if we slow that down a little and you make it a little more sensual, you can put it on YouTube and we get hundreds of thousands of views.
You know what?
Our podcast needs it,
I'm
Jamie.
tired lately. I just want to sit in my bed with a baby microphone and talk bullshit and make some money.
Yeah. What's better if you're tired? What's better than just being like, oh yeah, I got to fart.
Oh man, I don't know.
Oh man. Jamie's rattled from the farting ASMR. All right.
like it.
What do you want to go? Should we go to? I think it would be good if we get somebody in here to show us different.
I don't know if good
ASMRs.
is the word, but you know.
She won't fart. No farting. Just showing us like different things with the ears. I think it would be good for us.
Okay.
I think we'll find.
I trust you.
Yeah. Oh well, maybe you shouldn't because I don't think you're gonna. I think it's gonna be good for me. I think I'm gonna
Right.
enjoy it.
Okay.
I can't even. No, I think you would walk out before you would tell her to leave. You would never be like, you have to go.
I don't know.
You
I don't
hate
know.
ASMR this much.
It flips a switch in me where I'm like really turned off. Like I'm really, really turned off.
Yeah. What does it feel? What is the feeling that it comes with? Like for me, it's relaxing. For you, it's rage.
It's like violating. Yeah. I
thought you were
feel
gonna say
violent.
violence,
I
but
feel
yeah.
violated.
All right. Do we have a memory lane for the two of us?
Yeah.
Ooh.
This one.
I know where that is.
Robbie, you look so good. Where is
Really?
this?
Ugh. I hate the way I look there. That's full soprano guy. I would never dress like that. That's on set. That's why you could see the background. That's Silver Cup. So you could see the bricks in the back.
Oh, yeah. Is
It's
this at a
Silver
read-through?
Cup. I'm going to say...
That's definitely my wardrobe.
Yeah, that could be read-through. Oh, you think so? Because I was going to say it could be read-through and I was working and you weren't. So I'm going to say this is 2006 and it's going to be Silver Cup Studios in Queens, New York.
Nailed it.
Wow, Rob.
Fire. Now that's how it feels, huh, James? To get a good memory lane under your belt?
Yeah,
I
I'm
never,
happy for you.
Yeah.
I didn't even try.
I can't believe you think I look good like that. I hate they shaved my beard like that. Like I was like wanting to be
your
Puerto Rican.
face looks like just healthy.
Well, I'm
and
probably
you look
wearing
great.
makeup.
Oh.
You know, they probably have makeup on me. Yeah, because that was full Robbie drinking, partying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like my hair. Like I don't like the whole thing. But it looks like you,
I'm not wearing
not
makeup, so
working.
I'm not working. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at us.
That's
So
a-
much life.
All right, so here's a
Okay.
big debate that we have to settle, which is I was on vacation with my family, and they have restrooms at the beach, not the beach restroom, but up on the boardwalk where like it was basically Jersey Shore, like that boardwalk, and then they have a bathroom up there. Drunk guy walking by, we're waiting for one of my family members in the bathroom. That guy walks in barefoot right into the men's bathroom. And me and only one of my brothers
But
and
he's
me
drunk.
share fully drunk. Only one of my brothers and me share the like OCD, like, and me and him look at each other and are like, that is what you'd have to pay me to walk into a public beach restroom with no shoes on is very high. But I was like, what? My question to him was, and then the rest of the family is, what do you think is worse? If I had to go take a shit in that public bathroom with my sneakers on and just go take a shit, or you got to go walk in there no shoes.
But you can wash your feet after.
Well, no one could stop you
Let
from
me
washing
ask
your
you,
feet.
do you
Where are
think
you going to
that-
wash your feet on the boardwalk?
Do you think that you're going to get sick by having that just on your feet? Do
No,
you-
a lot of my OCD has nothing to do with getting sick. It's the disgust. It's knowing how gross other people are and then like being in their filth.
I would rather walk in than have to poop in there.
You'd rather walk in barefoot into a piss. Because here's the problem, right? I just realized the problem. Men's bathroom. Very different than women's bathroom.
Women aren't peeing on the floor.
Men's
usually.
bathroom,
Although there might be
floor
some
is
drunk girls that are.
covered in piss in a men's bathroom in public.
What do you mean? You're just pissing everywhere?
Zolo. Boys, can we get a confirmation on that?
Piss
Chad?
everywhere, yeah. There's a
Piss
lot of
Yeah.
piss.
Everywhere.
That's disgusting.
But at the beach, though, you never know if it's piss or beach water or what
Right.
really is going on.
Right.
I'm just assuming it's piss. But I think I'd rather have to go in and poop. Because just, I know the it's basically like, would you rather walk in someone's piss or go poop at a public rest?
Yeah, but you got to set up the whole seat.
Or I could just hover and,
You can hover and poop?
yeah.
Can you guys hover and poop?
If we have to, or if I have to.
Yeah, I don't think I've done it, but I
That takes
probably
such
could.
quad strength.
Yeah.
Barley?
strength?
Barley, can you hover and poop?
I don't think I can hover and poop.
Really?
It takes
maybe
me
it's
a while.
Maybe it's a guy. Maybe it's a guy.
It's not enjoyable.
I
No,
thought
it's
girls
horrible.
did that more because
Here's-
girls have to sit down for everything. Aren't you guys always like hovering over a toilet?
That's what I
seat?
thought
To
too.
pee,
Yeah.
but to poop, you have to like brace yourself.
Well, here's the deal. If I'm pooping in public, it's because it's about to come out of my body. So I'm gonna hover and it's just gonna come out. Where like if I was home and like just like taking a shit, whatever, like it'd be different. But if I'm at a boardwalk taking a shit, you best believe it's I'm as soon as I pull my pants down, that shit is coming out, hovering or not.
Wow. I feel bad for people listening to this right now.
Really?
Yeah.
The ASMR or the poop is? What do you think's
The
worse?
poo-poo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much poo poo.
Too much poo-poos.
Okay, then you know what I would like to do one day.
What?
I'm sure you've heard me talk about Mando whole body deodorant. At this point, you can use it on your whole body. Yes, your whole body. It's dermatologist tested and gentle on all your bits. Mando was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It controls odor for 72 hours, clinically proven. You can choose from 4 cologne-like quality scents like Bourbon Leather, Cloverwood, Mount Fuji, and Pro Sport, or unscented if you want to get stealthy. Guys, I'm wearing Mount Fuji right now. Let me tell you something. This, unlike my other deodorant that doesn't have the bad stuff in it, this lasts longer. I'd say I've done a little over 24 hours. Still smells good. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Luckily, I have a discount code to help you get hooked on my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code NOTTODAY at shopmando.com. SHOPMANDO.com. I'd like you to prepare an app.
I will gladly.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that like,
I know
fuck you.
it's not.
I'm doing it like I think it would be fun.
Okay.
You're like, I'd do it gladly.
I will.
But I just
will.
then would not have the balls to bother you when you're dealing with your kids and this and all this stuff and be like, hey, remember, prepare that pod.
No, I will accept this challenge.
I just think it'd be fun because I would love to just like, I think you'd be
Hear my
great at it. I
random
think you are
thoughts.
great at it. You
No, I'll
prepare
take
your pod
some
and it's fantastic.
Thank you. But I'll start writing down some random thoughts.
That
I actually sent Zolo a little text today because I've been, figuring out what I want to be for Halloween and came across this little Halloween costume. Have you seen this, Rob?
Somebody sent that to me, yeah. I forget who.
It's an AJ Soprano. Why don't you read it? It's an AJ Soprano costume.
Disappointment to the family. I can't see that top one. Not what?
Not married.
Messy personal life. Not married. What's the next one? I can't see.
Choices your mom won't approve of.
Choices your mom won't approve of. And cool wardrobe, though. Yeah, it was cool wearing like marijuana leaves all the time. That was good. And the backwards hat. It really is. It's like a Eminem vibe mixed with the
Very
rock.
Eminem vibe.
You know?
Yeah.
If we're gonna go Sopranos, we haven't done Sopranos. What's that thing we used to do? Who knows less about Sopranos? We haven't done that in a long time. Should we throw one?
Sure.
You got one for us, Solo?
Yeah. When
just a staple.
applying for college, what were AJ's reach schools?
I don't know that at all.
I'm just thinking what
What were your reach schools?
what can I Rutgers? I that's all I could think of is like a school in Jersey.
No,
Rutgers.
what were the ones like you said you were applying to, like that you wanted to get into?
That's
but you
what I'm
probably
thinking,
wouldn't.
yeah.
Oh, Rutgers.
Rutgers. I don't know.
And not NYU. He was probably thinking to leave. See,
I was thinking like what's around Jersey?
Yeah.
I
Miami,
Nope.
Xavier? No, what?
No.
What is it?
Michigan, Notre Dame.
University of Arizona and Arizona State University.
Oh, you wanted a party. Duh. Yeah.
I've never heard those words in my life. I would have said if you were like, yeah, Arizona. Did AJ ever say anything about that? I'd be like,
He
no,
must have.
I never.
Wow.
So something that we wanted to do, which
Yeah.
was, we talked about doing something called "Is It Weird?" Right,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, oh, people tell us, hey, is it weird? And they tell us something, but it turned out the guys from Are You Garbage, who have that great podcast, and I was on there. They're incredible at what they do. They have something very similar, which is Are You Garbage? Which is it garbage? Is it weird? It was very close. So we're like, all right, we'll go a different direction. So for years, what I've been asking for is I want people's neurotic behavior. That's what I'm looking for. I want neurotic. But the problem is when we ask people for neurotic behavior, no one sends us anything. And then we say, hey, tell us weird behavior. We get 500 replies instantly, because people, I don't know if they
They'd
don't want to
rather
be.
call weird than
weird. They're
neurotic.
like, oh, cool. But then neurotic. And again,
Right.
because they get to whatever. So what I asked the boys to do is specifically go through, because 500 people send stuff in, to try and find neurotic behavior. And if we don't think it's neurotic, we'll skip it and we'll cut it out of the episode, whatever. But if it's, so it would be.
So should I replace weird with neurotic?
What I thought it would be is kind of like, what if it's called "What's Wrong with Me"?
What's wrong with my boss that he will purposely rub his fingers after eating over his top lip so when he smells his top lip, it smells good? That's gross.
That's psychotic.
That's like serial killer behavior. He will like eat a chicken wing and then spread the barbecue sauce on the lip so he can continue to smell.
Right. See, so here's what I would do, because
food.
that is just garbage.
Okay,
So,
so we're moving
no.
on.
Here's
Okay.
what I'll do.
I knew I was going to pick a bad one.
No. It's just because I'm saying that is like, are you garbage? You know what I mean? And we don't want to steal from those guys. So what we'll do is we'll put this back. I'll go through these and find ones that I think are just like
Okay.
specifically neurotic and because I don't want to bite from Are You Garbage podcast.
No.
They're the best. They're so funny and good at what they do. We don't want to. So let's see. We'll do something else. Okay, here's a question I have for you. Is saying, "Can you do me a favor," polite? Like,
Yeah.
is that a, what I mean is it a substitute for like, please? Like if you say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you hand me that thing? Or are
Yeah.
you just making a statement of like, can you do me a favor? Or is that then do you not
I
need
don't
to say
think
please?
you're ever expecting the person to say no when you say, can you do me a favor? I think
So you're
that's
kind of leaning on them a little.
yeah, I think you're saying something with the expectation that they'll do it.
So it might be the opposite of polite. It's kind of rude.
Right.
you're
Because
kinda-
you're basically backing them into a corner.
You're kind of turning the screws on somebody. Be like, hey, can you do me a favor? Because then if you say no to can you do me a favor, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
or if
of
someone just
course.
says, hey, grab this thing, it's like, you grab it. Or like
Yeah.
when your kid said, get the Cholula.
Yeah.
If he said, Mom, can you do me a favor? Can you get the Cholula? Then you're like, oh, I got to go grab it. But when he says, hey, get me the Cholula, you're like, you could do it.
Yeah.
Wow. See, I didn't
Yeah.
think of it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the argument we're actually saying, can you do me a favor is rude.
Yep, that's where we've come around to.
I really like this take on, can you do
Okay.
me a favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever said, can you do me a favor without the expectation of the person doing it? And also, you're saying something that's probably not that big of an ask. If it's a big ask, I'm not doing the can you do me a favor. I'm giving like a much longer, much more emotional introduction
You're like, I have
to what I'm
MS,
asking.
my kids have lice, and I'm drinking milk. And by the way, you want to grab
Yep,
bread
I'm
on
gonna
the way
lay it
over?
all- exactly.
Can you grab me
Can
a
you do me
sourdough?
a huge favor?
So wait, we didn't get to talk about the lice fully. So
Yeah, let's talk
explain,
about the lice.
Let's so explain.
Okay.
Oh, wait, before, can we go back to the do me a favor thing? What's the last favor somebody asked you that you said no to? When someone's like, hey, or if they said, can you do me a favor, whatever. Not your kid saying the Cholula, something else, where somebody was like, asked you to do something, and you're like, you know what? Actually, I can't. Never. You've never said no to asking someone to do something for you. Wow.
No. Because I feel like so many people don't ask me to do anything because I have MS that when they
yeah.
do ask me, I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm a normal person. Let me do this for you.
Well,
I
next
like
Sunday's gonna be tough for you.
I like
I'm
when
gonna
people ask me.
I'm gonna be asking for everything next
Anything
Sunday.
you want, babe.
When you're, as soon as you get comfortable on the couch and put the kids to bed, I'm gonna be like, Jamie, I would love some fruit snacks.
you know where they are, Rob. I bought them for you.
But I'd say, do me a favor. Can you go?
Yeah,
get,
no,
go
I
get
won't
them?
do that.
Yeah. So there you go. I'll give you your opportunity.
Yeah.
So okay, what's the first sniff
Okay.
of lice?
Jack's been itching his head for a long ass time.
How long?
Weeks, months.
Jeez.
I don't know what lice looks like. I don't know how to look for lice, but I would like peek in his scalp every once in a while and feel like, well, I don't see anything. And then, you would hear like rumblings of it. There was obviously nothing over the summer. I kept switching up his shampoo, thinking maybe his head was dry, whatever. We get an email from this woman in our neighborhood being like, my kid has lice. I'm having this woman come over to check and treat us. 2 minutes later, she texted, I have it too. You guys should. And our kids all hang and play. So I would advise you guys to just get checked. So one of my good girlfriends, Kelty, who lives near me, was like, our boys are all the same age. She's like, I'm going to call that woman to come over later this afternoon. Should we just all get together and get checked together just to be precautionary? Like, we're being good humans. Makes like, so we don't have the lice. Don't worry. It's not us. And the woman's coming over. I'm setting up my bathroom so she can come and check everybody. And Bo walks in and goes, Norma, who's our nanny, just looked at Jack's head and he has lice. And I'm like, what? And immediately, like, I start feeling itchy. Like the second she says it, I'm like itching the back of my neck. And we look at Bo, and it's like kind of hard to see, but it looked like there was shit in his scalp. The woman
It looks
comes,
like dandruff or something.
kind of, but not really. Like it's harder to see on blonde hair, so it was harder to see on Jack's. But when we moved Jack's head, it like jumped off. It, like we saw something come off.
Get out of here.
So the woman comes in, she puts the comb through Jack's hair one time and she like catches it in a paper towel. Like it's a metal, really thin tube comb, and she puts it through and she's like, oh yeah, we've got lice here. She goes through Jack's head. It's everywhere. And I'm like, so how long do you think he's had this? She's like, oh, he's had lice for weeks.
So do you think I could have lice? Because I was at your place.
So it doesn't jump like that. You'd have to have like literally cuddled head to head with him.
Oh, okay.
So then she goes to look at Bo, and Bo and Jack, obviously Bo was in the hospital for a very long time, and then we've kept them separate in separate rooms just so they can get good night's sleep. So they haven't slept together in a very long time. That weekend, for one night, I let them have a sleepover. I guess during that time where they shared pillows and were near each other, she went through Bo's head, and he had one lice, but a couple of eggs. Ooh. So then I'm like, fuck, well, guess Bo was sick 2 nights ago. Guess who slept in bed with him? Me. She puts it through my head, and I have it too.
Wow, Jamie Lee has lice.
Then Cutter walks in, and he's like, well, should you check me? I'm like, he has no hair.
Right.
Like, what idiot.
But
she says she's seen it before sometimes. So she kind of looked around in his head.
He's good
Cutter
to
was
go.
fine.
Okay.
My friend came over. She didn't have it, but both her kids had like the beginnings of it.
Eggs?
Yes.
That's the beginning?
So basically you
Jesus.
have to take and let me just say, like the rudeness from other people and the judgment of like, oh, you have lice was so real.
Really?
I don't know how we got it. We're very clean people. Like, take the lice prejudice out
Well,
of
if there is a least clean person out of you, it's definitely Jack.
For sure. And he's had it for weeks, man. Like, fuck. I had to take every one of his like sport helmets, everything, like you lint roll them because so they can't live on a surface for longer than 48 hours, but they could live on your scalp. If you can go under water, they won't suffocate. Like they will, if you don't treat them, they will stay in your head forever. Forever.
Wow. So what does it look like when they scoop it out onto a paper towel?
It looks like almost translucent little flies and then black eggs.
That's crazy that for 2 weeks you didn't know your kid, that this was dancing around your kid's head?
Well, he has a lot of fucking hair.
Right.
You know?
Oh, I guess so. And it's underneath or whatever?
Yeah. So she takes a hair dryer and puts it on each section of your hair for 6 minutes straight to like burn them. And if Jack was like screaming, crying, because he is very sensitive to things and like hated it. Then she covers your head in oil and then each section of your hair like brushes it, every bit of it out. And then you leave the oil on for a couple hours and then shampoo a couple of times. And now we've been using anti-lice shampoo. I had to lint roll every surface, like every couch, every pillow, wash everything, high heat. It was gnarly.
So because Jack is sensitive, but whatever, do either of them get like weirded out when you're like, you have an infestation of lice in your head?
Jack acted tough, but he went in his room after and cried because he thought like something was wrong with him. He was scared. Yeah, he was really bummed out about it. And Bo, he's like Jolly Bo right now still. So he was like, can't believe this.
All right, that's a great bow.
We got lice, Mom. Can you believe it?
He's like, sick, dude. Yeah. Wow, you didn't get it, Dad?
Oh my God, this morning Cutter was annoying the fuck out of me and I was definitely bitchy, whatever. And I walked back in the room and Bo was sitting eating breakfast and he looks at me and goes, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's living in a sitcom.
Well, he came here a few weeks ago and he made a huge impression on everybody. Everybody loved him. Everyone was like, this is the best kid ever.
I know.
And then I told him that at your house and he was like, really?
I know.
I was like, yeah, man, everybody at the studio thought you were the
my
best. He was like,
gosh.
that's awesome. You know what he says a lot? He goes, actually?
Actually.
Yeah.
It's his new word.
Yeah. You're like,
I know.
everybody thought you were the coolest kid.
And he
Actually?
he speaks with a Texas accent now, which is different. I mean, I've talked to doctors about it because apparently this can be a little bit of brain healing where they can develop different accents. It's a wild ride, guys. Let me tell you. He's a dream kid, but he's also not my kid. It's
Right, he's not
very
the
weird.
same.
Yeah.
Speaking of lice and maybe gross stuff, and how long do you think the longest is you can wear a pair of socks?
I don't really wear socks.
Which is wild. Yeah, you don't.
I don't
wear
have sweaty feet. I don't like wearing socks. I can't feel my feet when I wear socks. So I always like to.
We should get Chad in here to smell your sneakers and see if you have stinky feet.
No, thank you.
What?
What do you mean, dude? PG would kill for that.
Chad
dude.
was like, why?
PG would kill. Look, he almost fell off the desk right there. Yeah, PG would kill for that, bro. Come on.
No, I'm good. I appreciate it though. Thanks, Rob.
Always.
I would never
always,
ask you to do
always
that,
thinking
Chad.
of my buddies.
I'm not really a feet guy. Doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
What's your thing? Do you are you like a lip guy, a butt guy? What's your thing? Boob guy?
I guess I fancy myself more of an ass man, really.
You are.
Yeah.
See, are all feet guys sneaker guys? Like, are all feet guys shoe guys? Does that come one in the other? Or can you be like, oh, I love feet, but ew, I don't want to smell your shoes?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I guess we wouldn't know.
Does it come, huh?
Gotta ask PG.
Have you ever dated guys? Hey, I'll have them on next week. God damn it. Have you ever had guys who are like foot into your feet?
No.
Have you ever dated a guy who was into like a part of your body that you were like, well, that's different. Like this guy loves my whatever.
No.
Damn, Jim,
No.
you got to get out
Cutter's
there.
the weirdest man I've ever been with, for sure.
Yeah, but that's like autism, not so much
Yeah.
sexual proclivities. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So if your kids wear socks,
Yeah.
how many
Disgusting. So smelly after a day at school.
Right. Yeah.
Half a day.
Because here's how I look at
Jack
socks.
is the worst fucking smelling feet.
Really?
Oh my God.
See, I think
He comes home from school and takes his sneakers off, and it's fucking gross.
I think my belief is that all comes from wearing sneakers without socks.
No,
You-
his socks are soaking wet.
From sweat?
Sweat.
What is he doing?
He's the sweatiest child.
That's crazy. See, I can wear the same sneakers for 3 years and they won't smell. If I wear sneakers for 1 day without socks, they smell forever. They're just dead.
Wow. I do remember back in the day putting like baby powder in my shoes when I wouldn't wear them with socks so that they wouldn't get stinky.
Yeah. I remember my mom had
And I remember
a
I did
friend-
too much once and like was walking and there was like white clouds like coming from my
Yeah.
feet.
They're like,
I was
is
like,
that a
oh,
ghost?
nobody knows that.
Yeah. Is she 300 years old? My mom, I guess it was actually my mom's husband's friend at the time who would come and they would ask him to leave his sneakers outside because they smelled so bad.
Wow, that's fucking gross.
Yeah, and he would, and because we lived like in an apartment building, and he would leave them in the hallway in the apartment building, and then when you would go, like, I would get off the elevator and be like, "Oh, Rich is here," because it would hit you where you were like, "Poof," like,
Damn.
yeah,
Damn.
that was a R.I.P. R.I.P. to that dude. He was a real
Stinky
sweetheart.
feet.
Do we have a poker clip or because I think I have
A poker clip?
Yeah, there's a poker player who's a little rude, Jamie, and I wanted to get your take on him and what you think of. Is it okay that he treats people like this at the table?
Yeah, baby. Come on, Russian, get out. It's time to go. Yeah. Look at this. Look how he's doing. Look how he's playing. Look how ugly this is. You're a professional player, and I can do this to you. You're a terrible player. This is disgraceful. Bring the Russians on. Bring more Russians on. I'm here to get them all. You play that as bad as you can. Your career is finished. You are gone. Gone. Feel the power. You feel my power, baby? Feel my power.
He feels a
That feels personal.
Yeah, he's over. Jamie, this guy, he's known as Tony G in the poker world. He does this to everybody.
Oh, he does. So it's not just for Russians.
No. Whatever your weakness
This is how he does it?
This is how he.
Has anyone ever punched him in the face?
That's a good question. Not that we've seen. People have definitely had issues with him and problems and this, but his whole thing is like.
It's his shtick.
Well, people don't know. They're like, is he trying to get in your head or is he just a big.
But that guy was just eliminated. But he'll get in your head even if you're still playing like that.
Well, yeah, he'll keep going, but also I don't know if he knew he was fully eliminated yet because he might have still had more chips. But yeah, he'll just because he keeps these relationships all the time. Like the top poker players play with the top poker players,
Right.
So this is all ongoing
That'd
forever.
be so annoying.
It's the different opinions in the poker world on it are crazy.
What are
there's
the
people who
different
are like, hey,
opinions?
that's part of the game, and there's people who are like, this guy should never be allowed to play.
Yeah, it's unprofessional.
Yeah, it's and you know what's the worst part is like as somebody who likes to gamble, when you're losing and then somebody's like, yeah,
That's
like
what I
you
mean. How did
fucking
not
suck.
somebody
Like,
go after him?
it's pretty fucking shocking that
What would you do if you were playing against a guy like that and he did that with you and you just lost like big after playing days, hours, whatever it is?
I could tell you the old me of 15 years ago would fucking be right in his face. Now, I don't know what I would do. I would be mad at myself if I let him win and like got me caught up in his shit. And again, like if there's somebody who was doing that to me who doesn't do that, like if he just tried to go off on me, I think it wouldn't set me off. But if there's somebody who I know, like their shtick is to set people off,
Yeah.
I think I would try and be in my head of like, it's gonna anger me if I let him win
Yeah.
and get me to where
Yes.
because he's always looking like that and you're the one who comes out looking like the fool. So I try and be like, maybe you have one line just ready to throw at him on your way out or when he leaves,
Right.
or just being like whatever. But I think
One mic drop line.
yeah, or just one, yeah.
Hey, buddy, you're fat.
Oh, that's what you
Fuck
go
yeah.
with? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Hey, buddy, you're fat. Yeah, that's solid, James. You really,
You look like an egg.
yeah, that's good. He might have met his match. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony G of the poker world, I think just met his match, Jamie Lynn Sigler.
With Jamie Lee.
Yeah, they got to play heads up. Jamie Lee against
I got
Jamie Lee.
I have a pair of sunglasses I can wear.
Jamie Lee and Tony G. Yeah. Oh.
You look like Humpty Dumpty.
Wow. He's going to be like, get this Cuban out of here. Yeah, he's like, send her back to Cuba. Get her on a raft. Send her back. Yeah. Wow. Well, how can we
man.
top that, guys? I think we'll wrap it here and we will see you next week.